Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. At the end of the day, as much as I try to speak out against racism and white supremacy, you know, a lot of times, sometimes the people that hold black people back are none other than other black people. The reason why sometimes we can't get ahead or a lot of the times we can't get ahead is because of other black people holding black people back. You know, we can't sometimes win our fight because of other black people standing in the way, trying to protect Zaddy or mommy at times, or a lot of the times. So the same way I will call out the white man or any other group that's not black for racism that they're imposing or bigotry that they're imposing on blacks, I have to call out people from my own community. And this is just one of these cases. Now, you guys already know how I feel about Joe Biden. I made it very clear about how I feel about Joe Biden and what I think he is, and how I provided tons of evidence that Joe Biden is what I think he is, and a lot of other people think he is. But at the same time, when you are trying to prove it, you will have people that will try to defend him. And a lot of times in politics, you have black people that care more about their political position or their political standpoints than their ethnic standpoints, their ethnic group, their race, and fighting for people that look like them. And that's why we call a lot of these dudes ops. They're not for black people, they're for their political party. They would rather protect their political party. Their political party comes first, and then race is secondary. The Roland Martins, the Simon Sanders of the world, people like that. But President Joe Biden, since he's took office, has just had quite a few slips of the tongue, one after another, and where he has blatantly disrespected black people, whether it's verbally or just basically his stance on what he's done as a president. As you guys know, his approval rating is terrible. And Joe Biden has made no attempt to hide his true feelings for black people. He doesn't respect black people, and to me, as far as I'm concerned, he doesn't like black people. He's came out and made disparaging comments, and every time you look around, you get people trying to clean it up. If it ain't his own people, it's people that look like us. This man has said black people was responsible for the decline of the United States, and then of course you have people, no, it was taken out of context. Everything, and that's the oldest trick in the book. We will hear something that's said that is blatantly disrespectful towards us, and then you'll get people that'll say it was taken out of context. Basically, they're telling us, hey, he can get away with it. The typical, hey, you blacks are too sensitive, or hey, no, you didn't understand, you're too stupid to understand. They just blatantly try to insult our intelligence. Okay, he's had a slip of the tongue quite a bit. There's audio of him slipping out the N-word, the one that ends with the ER. He referred to somebody on his staff as a boy. He basically said that he wasn't going to do nothing for the black community. He was on a Zoom call saying that he was more worried about bringing in illegal immigrants, and then recently he was talking about giving illegal immigrants separated from their family $400,000. He tried to walk it back when a lot of people started calling him out on it. Then when he was recently questioned about it, he tried to get semi-attitude. That's the thing with Joe Biden. Whenever a black person asks him a question or challenges him, he gets an attitude as if, how dare you challenge me, or how dare you ask me a question. He's always had that. He made comments a while back about it wouldn't bother him if Haiti fell into the ocean. He made that comment back in 1992. He has the nickname Jim Crow Joe. So I mean, this man has had quite a few slip ups of the tongue, but people will defend him. I mean, in particularly black people. But the whole thing was, remember, their whole campaign was about trying to portray, Donald Trump as a racist. But the funny thing is, you can Google, and just all you have to do is type up Joe Biden's racism or history of racism, and a lot of stuff is going to come up about Joe Biden's history. But then that was the whole campaign against Donald Trump. Basically, anything was better than Trump, and Trump is a racist. But Joe Biden has passed laws, Biden's Law, where he purposely intended to, go after and lock up black men and women, along with his vice president. So recently, see, this is just his history. I'm not even about to have a conversation with you dim and dummies because, we already know what's up with you. And then not to mention the other thing he's done, how he's, with his Mandos, how he's took away possibly millions of jobs from black people who wanted to decide what goes in and out of their body. Had this been the other guy, they would have been calling him a dictator. But, that's black people for you, because I have called him out on being a dictator. And, a few people that look like me got attitudes, like the bitches that they are. Because I figured it out that they secretly voted for that dude. And, you seeing it on What's Her Face too. The hypocrisy, with some of these so-called super militant pro-black content creators. But this had to be said. Now, recently he just had another questionable remark he made talking about Satchel Paige, and he said he was a good Negro. And we all know nobody uses that word anymore. And of course, you had people from the so-called Negro Museum saying, oh, we don't have a problem. Of course you don't, because you probably voted Democrat. Like I said, it's a lot of hypocrisy that's going on out here. One thing about me, I call it right down the line. Now, it was funny. Everybody was hollering about what a racist Trump was. And more than likely, that could possibly be true. But this guy has blatantly showed racism, said racist things, done racist things, but yet he get a pass. That just goes to show you how fucked up in the head that a lot of black people are. And it's just the honest to God truth. Just take it how you want. This man had how many slip of the tongues this dude gonna have? What's it gonna take for him to just flat out say that he can't stand a certain group of people? But then again, somebody will defend that. At the end of the day, this man is approaching 80 years old. A lot of times you get more truthful and you start having more slips of the tongue, because sometimes you can't control what's coming out your mouth, because it's really letting your true feelings be shown. This man has proven over a 40-year period that he does not care for the melanated community. And that's fact. Now, you can get mad all you want, but I'm sorry if the truth hurts you. Anyway, this your boy Town Biz. I'm out.